Once every year, on a very special day, all the Kims and Thompsons come over to celebrate and have a big family reunion. You see, we are all connected by a thing called DNA. It stands for this really big word called deoxyribo, deoxyribonucleic acid. Whew, that was hard work. DNA is the secret code inside of us, and that helps us make us who we are. DNA has a double helix. Those are two long strands that twist and toil and curl and spiral. But DNA can also be really bossy. It yaps instructions telling our bodies how tall we are, our eye color, and even our hair color. I want brown eyes, I want blonde hair, stat. Hey, don't give me any of that cheap. DNA is stored in something called chromosomes that are inside every cell in our bodies. Because of our DNA, we have dominant and recessive genes. A recessive gene is a gene that can be masked by a dominant gene. Some genes are more dominant than others. For example, brown eyes are dominant over green eyes. Those are big words, I know, but let me tell you all about it. It all starts with Gram and Grandpa. You see, Gram has dark brown eyes and pretty dark skin. But Grandpa has cool green eyes and fair skin. Because Gram's eyes are brown, it means they are dominant. So all my aunts and uncles from my mom's side had brown eyes. They all had brown eyes because of Gram's dominant gene. Here are my cousins, Oliver, Matthew, and Benji. Cousin Oliver is tall and has lots and lots of freckles. Matthew has dimples and smiles cheek to cheek. But funny enough, the youngest of all, little Benji, has big, bright green eyes, just like Grandpa. You see, Benji's green eyes are recessive, so they're not very common in our family. Each biological parent gives you half of your chromosomes, and those special 46 make up all your genes. Let me introduce you to the rest of my family. There's Papa and Mama, my twin sisters Molly and Polly, my cousins Lincoln and Brendan. Twins are hereditary for us, which means they run in our family. My little cousin Elizabeth, and Susie's daughter Kathleen, and her pet cat Sterling. And last but not least, my pet fish, Emmett and Morty. So even though we all come in different shapes and sizes, we are all perfect in our own way. You're welcome to come and chat if you would like. I have some books for sale, and to begin the signing. And if anyone wants to know, does anyone want to know about research that I'm conducting?
Please.
Yes. So I was part of a study that looks at the rate of hypercholesterolemia in patients, which is essentially high cholesterol in patients, and we looked at how different patients of different ethnicities, backgrounds, and environments are more likely to get high cholesterol. And during my study, I realized that there's large disparities in genomic databases and in biomedical research as a whole. Through that research, I decided to conduct my own personal independent study, basically trying to find out if this disparity is exacerbated along most genetic and genomic databases. So genetic databases, by the way, they're databases that contain biological information such as fluid collections, blood samples. It charts based on race, ethnicity, gender, etc. And it basically allows doctors, physicians, and people who work in labs, researchers, to use this information to work more specifically in precision medicine. And so with my research, I look at major genomic databases such as GSAD and GWAS, which stands for Genomic Wide Association Studies. And in my findings, I found out that the amount of data and biomarkers that are in these genomic databases are not equal among multiple ethnicities and in genders. For example, there are a lot less women who have their biomarkers submitted compared to men. In European data, there's 86.7% of data inputted compared to in African Americans and Africans who have 0.31%. So the disparities are extreme, and the issue with these disparities is that when trying to solve issues in precision medicine, this lack of equality and equity makes the research inefficient. It leads to less efficacy in treatment plans and such. And so I'll be publishing my research early August, late July. My birthday is next week, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that for this coming week. But yeah, that's where my interest lies. And basically, through being able to draw my passion and also research it in a more quantitative way, it has allowed me to explore the subject I love more and grow more in love with science. And yeah, so that's my research.